Okay, guys, here we go again. Let's see what this Japanese guy has to say. His English is pretty impressive considering he's not living in a English speaking country. Here we go.
Guys, Japan's population is collapsing way faster than we thought. It's breaking news, guys. I know this keeps happening, but it's crazy, right? This keeps happening. I'm not asking for this. It keeps happening. Let's take a look at it. Shall
So yeah, in Japan they don't make enough kids anymore. A little bit like in South Korea, where it is even worse. China is facing the same problem now. So let's listen and see why it's happening.
So guys, I got number of births from January to September, but this is the number that include foreign babies, meaning that people who are not Japanese, right? They have kids here sometimes, right? Not included. So it's not official, but it's a good number because we do this every year, right? So we know what it's like. So this year, from January to September, guys, the number is 540,000 babies. 54K, right? And compared to last year, that's already a decline by 5%, guys. 5%, okay? Compared to last year, 2023, right? And last year, we barely had the number of births above 700,000 babies, right? That's right. So, says that here, this article says that this year, most likely, amount of births are going to be less than 700,000 babies. Okay? Isn't that crazy? Actually, many Japanese now know that it's over. It's Joe over, guys. It's Joe over.
Joe over. Yeah, they don't make enough kids anymore. But why? And what's the solution?
I look at the comment section of this article. People are like, you know what? Let's give up. It's over, man. It's Joe over. Guys, Japan is over. Joe over when it comes to population, right? This is crazy number, and it keeps happening, like every year, every few months, right? I'm not asking for this to come out, but every time it happens, right? It happens, guys. It happens. You know, Japanese people have given up on this. And one thing, guys, I want to tell you, if you watch my video, you know what I'm talking about here. But guys, the thing is that in Japan, having kid is a choice. What do I mean by that? Okay, if you tell anybody that, hey, you should have kids, that's harassment. Like, you know, it's like, let's say, workplace, if you...
Harassment. Saying to people, you should have kids, or why not have kids, or I think it's good for our country to have kids. It's harassment in Japan. Sounds weird to me.
tell, you know, 30 or 20, you know, whatever year old, you know, women or man even, says that, hey, you know, you should have kids, get married. That's what people do, man. You might get fired. That's harassment, okay? Again, many...
You can get fired. It's harassment to say to younger people you should have kids. So I don't have kids yet, and I'm almost 40 years old. But you know, if you want to have kids, it's okay. You can have kids. If you don't want kids, it's okay to me as well. But I still think it's good to have kids. Okay, good for your country, good for yourself. It's a nice, you know, project to have kids. Okay, so I don't think by saying you to somebody, yeah, having kids is good, or you should have kids, we should have kids, it's harassment. Okay, it sounds very crazy to me.
In Japanese, this is kind of paradox thing. It's interesting, but many Japanese think that, hey, this is dire situation, we have to do something. You know, if no one's doing anything, that's correct. But the thing is that at the same time, when they talk about themselves, they always say, you know, having kids is choice. Life is tough. I don't have enough money. I don't meet people. I'm ugly. So I chose not to have a kid. That's fine. That's my choice. If you don't want to have a kid, that's fine. It's your choice too. I respect your choice. All we have to do is make a system that people who want to have kids, they can do it easily, right? That's all we have to do. Not me. That's right, guys. Not me, but you should do it, right? You. That's the thing, guys.
So in other words, we need kids, but I don't want kids, so you should make kids because we need kids. I need kids, so you are gonna make kids because we need kids. Okay? So we need kids, but without me.
My question is that no one wants to do it. It's obvious, right? Of course, when I say no one, I mean many people, right? Not everybody, you know what I mean, right? But really, no one wants to do it. No one is dating, right? No one wants to date. I mean, initially, as a guy, I have to pay for a first date. Screw that. Why? I don't want to pay.
Because you are a man. You're supposed to pay for the dates. Okay? That's how I see it. Especially in Asian cultures, it's like that, So my wife is Mongolian, and in Mongolia it's the same. Okay, the man pays, and the woman, she stays at home, cleans, cooks, and takes care of the kids. That's Asian culture, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. He's Japanese. He knows his country better than me, but that's how I see Asian culture.
Pay for anything, man, right? Of course not. And I think many Japanese men, possibly women as well, they prefer going out with their friends, okay? Possibly pets, that's something happening, dogs, but humans too. Because some people like to have friends, which is fine. Of course, I'm like, sure, if they like to hang out with their friends, that's good. Why do anyone argue with that? Sure, right? But many young people, especially, they prefer hanging out with their friends. Maybe they don't have to pay for other friends. Maybe that's partially it. But the thing is that nobody wants to do it. Again, this whole thing in Japan now is that, hey, having kids, dating is choice. You can do it if you want. You don't want to, it's fine. But we need to have more babies, right? Because it's going to lead to pure consumption, right? Of course, because these days, Japan's GDP is 80%.
So yeah, they need babies, but they don't want babies.
More than 80% domestic, right? So we know how much consumption we're going to get in the 20 years. We know that. The number is not going to change, so we know it's going to be bad in the future, right? Especially, no one is studying English.
Yeah, of course, if you have less people in your country, you have less people to buy your products and your services. So your economy will be shrinking if you don't make kids as soon as possible. Makes sense, okay? So I'm not saying it's better here in Europe or in Russia or in Eastern Europe, where the birth rate is quite low as well. But yeah, it's a problem. If you rely on the, the domestic market, the JDM, Japanese domestic market, I'm a car guy, so I had to say it. Yeah, of course, you have a problem at some point because you won't have enough customers anymore to keep the economy, as big as it is now. Makes sense.
So I believe that our export in different countries, even the States, other places, it's gonna go down because people are not trying to study what's happening in the States and different countries. Guys, many people in Japan too. They say many things about old people, but guys, I'm telling you, I have been studying Japan's history for the past, a few months because this. Thank you guys, truly, because I've been studying because I wanna be informed. You guys wanna make me a better man, truly. But yeah, studying it, and again, old people. They said older people in Japan. I think they like Japan. They were proud of being Japanese. That's right. But at the same time, they also recognized that there were many things that they can learn from different countries, the states, other places, mainly the states. But you know what I mean. right?
But you know, Japanese, they've always been learning from other countries, from the Dutch, from the Germans, from the States a lot, you know. You know, Japan is a very nationalistic, you know, place, but in the same time, they pick a lot of, trends from other countries and a lot of technology as well from other countries. So, yeah, it has always been like that, you know, in Japan.
They're like, hey, I love Japan. I like this country, but let's learn from the best, guys. Let's learn from the best.
And you should.
That same principle of me thinking, hey, maybe people should study English. Doesn't mean, hey, I hate it. That's me, right? I hate Japan, whatever. That's me. But they don't have to. They can be like, hey, I like this country, I like this culture, but at the same time, I'm gonna learn English as a tool so I can do better business in different countries. Why not?
Yeah, it's an open-minded guy, you know. It's not because you are a patriot of a country or you like a country that you should consume and only consume your own products and learn about your own culture and country, okay? You should still learn other skills from other countries, other languages, especially English, okay? Without English, you're dead nowadays, okay? If you have a little bit of ambition or you like to travel or make business, you know, with other countries, you need to understand, write, speak, and read English, okay? It's a must-have now, okay? But it's an opportunity for us, you know, if the Japanese don't learn English anymore, we, Westerners, could move to Japan and, you know, take the good jobs to sell to the West, to North America, to Western Europe, because we know languages, okay? All we have to do is to learn Japanese, and then you just have to talk to our home countries to sell Japanese products. I see it right as an opportunity for us, at least. It's sad for the Japanese, but for us it's an opportunity.
Am I crazy?
No.
Maybe I'm crazy, but again, older people, they knew they needed to study what's happening in the States. Learning from the best. Now, the narrative here in Japan is that Japan is the best, Japanese language is the best, so we don't have to learn English or anything from different countries. In fact, we should teach Japanese to other countries. Why?
That's stupid, you know. I love Japan. I've been to Japan many times. I even learned some Japanese at some point, you know. And I would like to go back to Japan, you know. It's a country I like. I've always had good times in Japan. And I do consider Japan to be a very good country. I love the culture, I love the language and so on. But it doesn't mean, you shouldn't learn something else, you know. I'm proud of my French roots. I'm proud of my Russian roots. But I still criticize everything what's going on in France, what's going on in Russia. If I don't like something, I feel like I should criticize it. I should, do something to make things better. I do it, you know. So it's okay to be a patriot, but you still have to be smart and be, eager to learn from other countries and learn about other countries, okay? For your own economy. And that's how, Japan got rich, by the way, okay? In the 80s, 90s, by exporting their stuff to the entire world.
What? I don't understand. You know what I mean? There's something that I like about Japan. Hot springs, food, pretty good, right? I get it. I like it. But that means we're better than everybody else? No, of course not, right? So that's why it's over, guys. It's Jover. Let's say it, Jover. Let's go.
Interesting. Check the links below in the description. Comment below, and what would you do to increase the birth rate in Japan? Okay, other than moving to Japan and and finding a Japanese wife. Talk to you soon, and have a good one, guys.